Boxing 5, in partnership with Fight Arts Promotions, puts together a first time ever weigh in at Kalahari Mall. For some boxers, it was a disappointing day as they failed to make weight. For others, they were ecstatic as they made weight, including our main bout. All in all, it was a once in a lifetime experience for shoppers, boxing lovers, and fans altogether. We caught up with a couple of legends, some fighters, and yes, of course, our promoters to get a sense of what they thought of the weigh ins. Uncle Larry, obviously, you've done a lot of innovation with Boxing 5 since our journey began, but this way in at the mall, can you just talk us through what was the thought process? How did you get in touch with them? And how did you end up securing such a beautiful opportunity like this?
I get credited with a lot of things that happen, but it wasn't me. I mean, Russell comes to this town, that's Fight Arts Promotions, and he said to me, "What do you think if we do the weigh in the mall?" I said, "We'd love to do it." Because the last time we had the heavyweight title fight back there, we took the guys to Greenstone, but not the weigh into a shop and come and meet the champ. That was also something different. But this was amazing. People were stopping and watching, and just want to say thank you to the people that manage the mall and Russell for the idea. And they put posters up to say it's a weigh-in here, and that's what it's about. It's innovation, it's different, it's marketing.
I mean, your wings have now spread very far. I mean, this partnership with Fight Arts Promotions with Boxing 5, what does this mean for the future of boxing and also for the future between you two as promoters? Will we see more of these in the future?
I've been asked that question a few times. What about collaboration? And people see the word collaboration. I've been getting messages from people, promoters all over. We want to do a collaboration with you. I've also got to concentrate on ours. But if it lends itself to doing it again with him, I mean, him and his team are very efficient, very professional. And the work that he's put in, he's built the ring, he's done everything. It's fantastic that the man is doing this, and he deserves the foot up, and hopefully it can continue the professional boxing here. And if there's an opportunity and we find we can do it, we will do it. But at this stage, we're so busy with international fighters, and we're so busy with our tournaments. We've got big ones, but we will find the time to help people, no doubt.
Let me bring you back to the weigh-in. Talk us through, obviously, the main bout. They've both made weight. What are you expecting to see that fight? Everybody's excited to see it. Many are saying it's going to be fight of the night. Do you also share that sentiment?
When I thought about fight of the night, it did cross my mind. But don't be fooled. It's not so much. You can find two fighters that are just having the third or four rounder or six rounder, and they put up a show that outshines that. I mean, very seldom does it be just the main fight. We've had a few, but not all of them, and that's what's nice about it.
And all the boxers look to be very excited to be part of this. Everybody showed up to make their weigh-ins. So obviously the boxers are excited. Everybody else behind the scenes is excited. Do you have any closing remarks before we wrap it up?
I just want to thank everyone that's involved to make it happen, because at a new sort of city and not knowing the ropes and that, we rely heavily on the locals. But I must say I was very pleasantly surprised in Uppington. I must say this mall is magnificent, and it compares anywhere with malls. And the streets in Uppington are so clean, and I don't think I came across one pothole.
Ras, obviously, beautiful venue for the weigh-in, and more importantly, beautiful venue for tomorrow's event. So I just wanted to bring you back to what is the thought process behind securing this mall in particular to do the weigh-ins?
Absolutely, it's a beautiful mall. You saw it for yourself. It's clean, it's neat, the setup is nice, the parking is beautiful, and it had the desired effect. Initially, it was not my idea. It was the CEO of Desert Palace who said, "Ras, you know what, why don't we do it there?" And I thought, well, this is brilliant. And of course, when I spoke to the mall management, they didn't know what I was talking about. I gave them some layout, and you saw for yourself how excited even the mall management was. And when, the excitement built up, the tenants even walked out to see, hey, what's happening there? That's exactly what we wanted to achieve. To bring the hype in a place where they're not used to boxing at all. They don't know boxing. In fact, when I did the white collar, they said, wow, these people really hit each other, there's blood. So now we've given them a taste. We've done what we wanted. So it's a nice setup and a preview for tomorrow. And, when we do it again, there's no doubt, what are we going to do? We're going to come back here again, because then it will even be better. After this, people will talk. By word of mouth, people will be saying, did you hear about this? I was going to the mall, and all of a sudden, guys are weighing in. So that was the idea, but I think it played out well for what we wanted to achieve. Remember, I've said it's a first time ever tournament, and we named it that way through Uncle Larry, to say it's the first professional tournament for Uppington. Can you believe it? So it's history making. That was the idea.
A lot of history making is going to be taking place, but for the main bout, both boxers made weight. Any thoughts around what you expect to see from that fight? Everybody's excited. Most people are saying it's going to be fights of the night. Do you share those sentiments?
Of course, you know, Bonking Kosin Schlapu, he looks game. He eyed his opponent. When you look at Jimmy Mabunji, so well built, he's got that gladiator look, but he's cool and he's calm. You can see he's not the one to talk. He wants to get into the action. You know, one is short, one is tall, so that makes for a great fight. As for me, I see this as a 50-50, but I see in the 10 rounds, it's going to be explosive. It will definitely be explosive. And you know what? Remember when I spoke to Larry, I said, I was sitting in my car. It was WhatsApp conversation. He doesn't really know me. I said, can we do this? Half an hour, he said, let's do it. A month later, he says, well, we're not only going to do it, but we're going to do a WBF. You know, and I was over the moon. I was shocked for a while. He put me into silence, and then the excitement built up. And here we are. You know, we came to Uppington. It's not easy. It's far. You guys traveled so far. People flew. The other guys traveled 6 hours. Here we are. We're making history, my brother. And, you know, for us to bring a WBF title here, it's not easy. It takes a lot. It costs a lot. But we wanted to give Uppington, the community, something special. And we wanted to put it on professional. And this is what we've done. With you guys here, with the good production that is here, the good stage here, the mall buying into the idea, we appreciate that as well. But more than that, you know, Desert Palace Casino, they've taken our hand, they've done everything possible. And without everyone, we wouldn't be able to do this. But as for the main fight, I am equally excited, especially for Uppington.
Thank you, Uncle Russ.
It's a pleasure, and thanks to you as well, and to everybody, especially the production guys. They behind the scenes, but we appreciate them.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
So we're at the weigh-in. Some boxers made weight, some didn't make weight. Can you talk us through, like, have you ever had an experience of not making weight and having to shed it, and then making weight and getting into the fight?
I've never missed weight my entire boxing career. I always say this, if you're serious about boxing, you make sure you pull up in good form, make weight. That's where you see a disciplined boxer and a boxer that want to be champion. So if you can't win the first battle of making weight, which means you won't be able to win the fight. So I don't take any boxer seriously that can't make weight. So.
The main bout, I mean, you've been involved in a lot of title fights in your career, and the main bout is for the WBF Africa light heavyweight title. What do you think is going through the boxers' minds at this moment as they prepare for tomorrow's fight?
You know, I always actually I fought for my first title was the WBF, so I know what it takes fighting for a title, because it's probably like a continental title. So I know they worked too hard for this moment. They both made weight. They've both made weight, and they both experienced. The other one is 20 fights, 10 losses, and 10 wins. Then the other one has 8 fights, but they both experienced, so they know what it takes to be there. So I'm sure that's gonna give us a good fight. I think that's gonna be the fight of the night. Judging from both boxers, you can tell that they focused and they both want this. So they gonna leave it all in the ring, man.
I mean, there on your shoulder, you've got a belt that's quite special, the Achievement Ludumo Lamati Award belt. Do you want to talk us through what that belt means for you personally?
It means a lot for me, you know. I also once was given the belt. It means a lot to me because of, you know, it's sort of like an achievement award. It's like an award, you know. Not everyone can get an award, so it really means a lot. And the boxer that will be given this, I'm sure they'll be very honored because they'll be like the best boxer of the tournament. So remember, in the amateurs, whenever you being announced as the best boxer and you get a trophy, you perform more than everyone that fought here today. So it really means a lot. It's a heavy belt. It's a heavy belt. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kafu.
Okay, thank you too.
Hiki, obviously you won't be in the ring tomorrow, you'll be ringside commentating and all. But I want to take you back. I mean, you have the belts in your hands and you must be feeling that good feeling again. So title fight tomorrow. What do you think is going through the boxers' minds, and how do you think they should be preparing for such a big, momentous night?
Well, they're telling me if you have this feeling, if you have them one, if you've won one, there's no better way to explain it. There's nothing better, except maybe getting married and having my child. There's nothing better than winning the belts. It's not that easy. It's a hard thing. The guys have worked hard. We saw them, everyone making weight. Some guys didn't, but the title fights, the guys fighting for the belt made weight. They both look prepared. They're looking at each other like they want to hurt each other. So I think it's going to be an exciting one and a good one.
You're holding one of the belts there. It's the fight of the night. So I just want to talk to you about that. Is there any fights you're looking at in particular that you think will stand out from the rest?
Well, the fight we were talking about, that main fight, the guys look like they really want to hurt each other. Both are guys that always are in good fights. Yeah. So I think it's going to be an exciting one. I can't wait. I can't wait for the boxing.
And obviously you've traveled the world. You fought all around the world. And today we're in Uppington, and tomorrow night the fights will be taking place in Uppington. What do you think the conditions are going to do to the boxers? And also, can you talk us through what you think of the immediate conditions once you landed in Uppington?
Well, it's an amazing city. We were talking about earlier, Menu, how clean it is. There's not a paper inside. It's crazy. But the heat here is going to be a problem, especially the guys coming from like Joburg or a place that isn't as hot. But you get used to it. If you know you're fighting a place that you normally train for that's what I did when I went to go and train in the hotter weather. But yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be an exciting bull. If everyone looks ready, everyone looks hyped. I saw where the ring is going to be. It looks like it's going to be closed. I hope it's closed off because it looks like it's going to be hot where it's going to be held. So the crowd are going to feel the heat. And it's so much, if you look at all the people that we had walking around asking, what's happening, what's going on? People are interested. And that's what we want. First time in Uppington, there's a professional boxing tournament, as I understand it. It's going to be amazing. It's what boxing needs.
It's lovely that you say that, because right now we're in the mall. And just talk me through that. Have you ever had to weigh in at a mall?
I never had to weigh in at a mall, but I've done some press conferences at malls, but it's never been like this. How many people came up to you and asked, what's going on? How many people came up to me like, what's going on? People are very, very interested and I want to know what's going on. It's amazing. I love the feeling of that. It's getting boxing out to where it not normally is, to get more eyes into boxing and more people involved in boxing. That's what we want.
Thank you, Hickey.
Take care. God bless. Watch the show, guys. It's going to be great.